Welcome to iMovie. This is a pretty simple thing to use if you have Apple. And so the first thing you do when you open iMovie is go to create a new movie. You can click movie, not trailer. And then from there, you need to get some content to put in for your movie. You click this little down arrow here and it opens up your files. Then you scroll down, find what you want. I'm looking for a specific video and I know exactly where it is. So I click on it, double check, make sure you're getting the right one. And then you click import select. And then it's right there. And then you grab your mouse, you click on it, and you drag it down onto your deck. And then you can adjust it so that you can crop off the beginning, you can crop off the end, depending on what side you pull from. So now we need to add a little bit of sound. So you go to audio, and you find the sound file that you need, and you put it on to your dock, like so. You can pull up this line to make it louder, pull it down to make it softer. I like to keep it at a nice 100%. Sounds pretty good. That's what this sound is at right now. But if you put it lower, you can add music. You can have a little bit of music in your background, like it's going to have now. Used to keep it cool, used to be a fool. Much better, personally. So next thing I want to cover are titles. You can go over to the top, click on it, and your choices pop up. And all you gotta do is click and drag, and you're gonna place it to where you want it on the screen. And so I'll show you how to do that. And then it's really easy to actually click in what you need. You go up to the text, you double click, and what is already there, you just backspace and then type in what you want. Is that right? As you can look at, there's a whole bunch of different types of titles. You can easily add a lot of pizzazz to it and have a lot of fun with it. So don't be afraid to get really creative with it. The next thing I want to cover is transitions. We just saw one kind of transitioning from the black into this part of the video. You just click and drag, very similar to the title. And again, there are a lot of options with this, so really get creative with it. You can make some really fun stuff with it. With iMovie, you can engage several different types of learning. This way you can engage auditory, which is listening. Obviously sound, people talking, it's going to be engaged with a movie. You can also engage visual. Visual is being able to see things physically move and be put onto the screen. Again, very obviously done with a movie. The last one is physical, being able to physically do things and use your body. So like writing, dancing, stuff like that. And with a movie, they can write down things at their own pace. Pause, stop, and go make the movie do what they need to do to make sure they can engage their learning the way that they need to. This kind of leads into my next topic. So videos that you make in iMovie, it causes the learning from your classroom to go outside of your classroom. You can post the videos that you make on YouTube, on Blackboard, or whatever online service that you're using in your classroom, and your students can watch it from home, take notes, do things that allow them to learn in ways that help them. It's setting them up for success, which we, as teachers, we really need to focus on. So my last one, I think, is the most important. When you make movies on iMovie, it's not content someone else is making that you're using in your classroom. It's stuff that you want your students to know that you are directly putting in these videos yourself. And I think having that control is going to help your classroom a lot, because you know the content that your students are taking in and absorbing, and you know what's going to be on the test because you're making it, so you know what your students need to know. So instead of relying on an outside source to make your content, you can make it yourself and have complete control over what your students are learning and watching.